You are listening to Random Gameplay Pimpin'.
What is going down? What the fuck is going down? It is your boy, Studio MacGyver, and you are listening to Random Gameplay Pimpin'. Today, we have a lot to go over. I have a lot to talk about, man. A lot of stuff going on in these video game streets out here. And, man, I must say, it's very juicy. Okay, I'm going to talk about some Bayonetta 3. I'm going to talk about some Gotham Knights. I'm going to talk about some God of War. We got a little news there. I'm also going to talk about Holloween Ends. Saw that movie. Going to talk about that and my anime watch list. So without further ado, guys, I want to welcome everybody to the podcast. If you're new to the show, welcome to the show. We do this every Monday, same bad time, same bad channel. If you're into video games, if you're into nerd culture, anime, then you've come to the right place because we talk about all that shit here. This is a video game podcast first and foremost, with a little bit of nerd culture and anime sprinkled in for seasoning. So let's begin, guys. I'm going to give you guys some news. Let's talk about some updates. And I'm talking about the God of War update. The patch is already out. I think it went out on the 10th of October. And it's going to be a pretty juicy day one patch. It's patch number 1.01, and it's going to be 18.3 gigabytes, somewhere around there. So I hope you guys got some space put aside. I didn't think it was going to be that big, but sometimes it's even bigger. So, hey, I guess thank your lucky stars. You're going to have to go through the games. I know I am. I'm going to have to clear some stuff out. I'm going to probably end up moving some stuff to my external hard drive for the PS4 titles on there, because half my games are PS4 titles. They're just, excuse me, they're just occupying the PS5 right now. So I'm going to probably try to do that and make some room for God of War and some other games that are coming out in the near future. Because I think, January we have some stuff coming. We definitely have some things coming, and I'm definitely going to have to make some room. And I'm usually buying physical games. I'm buying a physical God of War. But like I said, if you buy the game physical, you still need at least 18 gigabytes of free space to play this game. And that's really why I'm kind of perplexed with where we're going on the technical aspect with these games sometimes, man. I hope in the future we can find a better way to try to minimize this space situation, unless you guys are going to give us future consoles that are going to have, terabytes, in there that come with 2+ terabytes. I'm thinking a standard system for 2030 should be 4 terabytes or something like that, if the games are going to still be this big, because I don't think that's going anywhere anytime soon, guys. I think the way that games are made and the way that they're run, this is the way it's got to be done. And you're going to have room for these patches, even if you buy physical. So it is what it is. And God forbid you buy everything digital. You're going to be swapping shit here, swapping shit there all the time. Or you're going to have multiple fucking hard drives. That's just what it's going to be. Multiple hard drives. You're going to have to deal with that. But I'm not going to pay what Sony's offering. I'm not going to pay what Microsoft is offering right now, because they're cornering the market with their way of trying to put their current gen games on there. So I'm going to wait, for a few years, and hopefully that'll get better. And really, it's all about patience with games, period. Like with games, as soon as it leaves the lot, just like a car, it automatically loses value. Okay. It'll go down in value for years. And then if the game is popular, or if it gains some sort of cult following, then the price starts to accumulate. And we've seen that with many titles, not just games, but it goes for lots of different things. So that's my stance on that. Anyway, looking forward to God of War Ragnarok. Can't wait. November 9th can't come any quicker. But if I'm being honest with you guys, there's some other games on this list that I am highly anticipating. And these games come out before November 9th. So we're going to get to some of these. Going to break this shit down. There's a lot of drama in the air with some of these games. and let's get into it. I want to talk about my anime watch list, and I'm going to get that out the way now because I'm here. It's on my list, and I want to talk about it. If you guys are wondering, or maybe you haven't, but Chainsaw Man is out. Chainsaw Man is out. This is a big anime for a lot of people who read the manga. It's a very popular manga. It was going to be adapted to anime sooner or later. It's finally here. The first episode is available right now on Crunchyroll. I have not watched it myself, but it is in my queue to watch. I've been kind of jumping all around in Crunchyroll, just all kinds of shit. I was watching, what was I watching? The Magic School? Fuck, my mind has left me. But right now, I've jumped off of that current anime that I've watched and took a break. And a friend of mine recommended one that goes by the name of Log Horizon. And it's another one of those animes that it's in the same realm of Sword Art Online type of thing, where players jumped into this world and they tried to get out and they couldn't, and now they're trying to find a way out. And pretty dope so far. I'm about 8 episodes, something like that, 7-8 episodes in. Very interesting, very cool characters in there. This guy named Catman is in there. He sounds like he's played by a black guy, man, or somebody pretending to be black. But anyway, I thought dude was cool. And it's like I said, the main character is a mage type character. He's a support character. Okay. And this is the first that I've seen where this guy's a support character. He's not very powerful in the sense of just a warrior. He's a support character, but he's an awesome support character. He's one of the best, in the game. So things that other players run into and they are thinking, oh, this dude is weak, he's soft, whatever, he's just a support character. No, but combine a great support character with other classes and you got a master for a disaster is basically what I'm saying. So it's fun to watch them kind of do their thing, kind of meet new people, accumulate new crew members and stuff like that. And yeah, I like it, man. I'm enjoying myself with that. So that's what I've been watching right now. Nothing else on the platter, nothing else on the plate. And that's what I'm watching, guys. I'm really interested to know anime wise what some of you guys out there are watching. Or what are you waiting for? Is there something you're waiting to see? Is there something that you're watching currently right now? I'd be interested to know. If there's something you want to recommend to me, please do so. And just go to StudioMacGyver.com, check out one of my handles, or hit me on Instagram at Studio MacGyver. You can hit me on Twitter at Studio MacGyver as well. Or you can go hit me on Twitter at RGP4Life. That's on Twitter as well. Let's get to the meat and potatoes of this podcast, shall we, guys? And that is going to be Bayonetta 3. We'll start there. Oh, where do I start, man? There's a lot of shit going on with this game. I told you guys how I cannot wait to play this game. There's more trailers that have been released. There's more video on this game, and it's even better than I imagined it was going to be. A lot of people are saying it's possible that this could be in the conversation of Game of the Year, and that's saying something, okay? Platinum Games is one of my favorite developers. I've talked about them on many occasions, guys. You know this. Somebody recently came out, the voice actor or actress of Bayonetta, the original. She did Bayonetta 1 and Bayonetta 2. And there was, she didn't do this third one. And as far as the game was concerned, that's all the information we had up until this point. We did not know who was doing it. Well, we knew who was doing it, but we were wondering why the original actress was not doing it. And she literally broke her NDA, which is non-disclosure agreement, to come out and shed some light on that for us. Now, apparently, she was insulted because she was offered, I think, $4,000 for the role. Okay, an insulting amount if you're looking at it as a numbers game. I don't know anything about voice actors, what they get paid, what the average pay is. But from what I looked into and what I read about, I want to say for one character, it's around $400 an hour, something like that. And if you're doing multiple characters, it's around $900 per hour in the studio is what the original rate is going for. So if that's any indication of what's owed or what she should be paid, I'm guessing she was lowballed, extremely lowballed. And she was salty about it enough to break that non-disclosure agreement. And they put those in place for shit like this to try to protect themselves because they don't want the truth coming out. Okay. Now, in a tweet or a article earlier, Platinum Games has stated that there was different reasons why she wasn't able to do it. They were saying that it was because of scheduling issues, that type of thing. They were stating that was the issue. Okay. And that's, I think, what pissed her off, because she probably read that and said, that's why they use those non-disclosure agreements. They say what they want to say, and you can't say a fucking thing. And usually when they talk about non-disclosure agreements, though, they associate that with a contract or some sort of job. So I'm assuming that came with her contract from the prior 2 games. I have no clue. But usually when they pay you, they tell you, okay, here's what we're paying you. You got to sign this non-disclosure agreement so you can't talk about your pay with other employees, other people, because some people are going to get paid more than others. They're going to divide it how they see fit. And if people started talking about their pay to everybody, then you got an issue, because people are saying, hey, I did this, but I'm only getting paid that. What is the problem? And then it can create a big shit show. And that is what they were trying to avoid. And that's what NDAs are for a lot of things. All right. That people have to agree to sign. So I don't know why she signed one, because she wasn't even in this game. But apparently there was one that she broke, and she came out and put everybody on Front Street. And my thing is this is a budget. When you're making a game, usually they hand down some sort of number. You get a budget number and they tell you, hey, you got $4 million or whatever to play with. Here's your funding for this. Here's your funding for that. The actors, actresses, here you go. And you divide that how you see fit. Okay. I'm guessing that they could have handled this a lot differently, especially with the main voice actress of Bayonetta. I'm assuming they would have went to her and said, hey, what were you making on the last one? What were you making on this one? Let's come up with a number. But apparently nobody did that. They weren't trying to do that. And to make matters worse, apparently this $4,000 offer that they offered her wasn't even the first offer. That was the final offer. Okay. I think they offered her something else lower than that. She got pissed. She literally wrote a letter and emailed a letter to the director stating her frustration and everything that was going on. And then he came back with the 4,000. So basically you slapped her once and then she turned the cheek, and then you slapped her on the other cheek. Apparently that's how she feels. At least that's what she's saying, is her situation. Now, as a consumer and what goes into that, I've been just looking around. I've been curious to see how people have, been feeling on what people have been saying. Now, there's some people who ride with her. There's some people who don't agree with the situation. People like Dreamcast guy, the guy I follow on YouTube or whatever, he said he canceled his collector's edition. He had collector's edition. He canceled it. That's what he felt. That's how he felt. And, everybody has their own right to do what they want to do. If you don't want to buy the game, you don't want to support it because you feel a certain type of way, that's fine. But if you feel the other way as well, that's fine as well. And she even mentioned that a little bit. Okay. She wants people to boycott. She wants people to take the money they were going to spend on that and donate it to some sort of foundation or good cause or something like that. That's what she's asking people to do. But a lot of fans are saying, I've been waiting 7-8 years for this game. I'm buying this. And I feel like she can be supported. I would love to support her, and I do support her and all voice actors who are going through similar circumstances, man. I can support you. At the same time, I can still support the people who also contributed to making this game. It's not just one person. See, that's how I look at it. You can't just focus on one person. Yes, she was wrong. Is that true? Sure. I can agree that from all the information gathered right now up until this point, I would look at it on paper and say, yes, this shit was lowballed. She was definitely lowballed, and that's not a good thing. But then you could also look at it like, okay, if I choose not to go forward with buying this game in support of her, who are you now then not supporting? You're taking your support away from everybody else who contributed to this project, who put money, time, blood, sweat, and tears into it as well. Okay. So that's what I'm saying. And that's why I'm going to buy the game. I'm not going to cancel my pre-order. I am buying this game. I'm going to support the company. I'm not going to let one bad apple spoil the bunch, if that makes any sense, guys. That's how I feel about it personally. So I believe that you can support somebody. You can show love towards somebody's cause at the same time. And you can also help others as well in that. So I would buy the game, but I'll also show my support for her name is Helena Taylor. I will show my support for her. So Helena, if you're listening, which you're probably not, I support you in this. And I do think that voice actors should definitely be treated better, because this is not the first, and this definitely will not be the last thing that this happens. And this is a lot of stuff coming out from Nintendo. I've heard something about a voice actor who's done like 2 or 3 characters in the Breath of the Wild, came out and said some shit. He was lowballed for some money. He think he was paid like $2,000 or some shit like that for 3 different characters. And another actor was talking about unions, how she was they canceled the union. There's a union thing involved. So it basically helps the voice actors and make sure that they get a fair wage and they're treated fairly. Nintendo was like, no, we're going out with that. We're doing subcontracts now. So basically we're going to hire people for a straight amount here. We're going to give you $400 for this. Come in here all day, knock this out, and then boom, it's done. No royalties, no nothing on the back end of it. You just contributed and we paid you, and that's it. Kind of like a music producer in a lot of ways, where they'll provide a beat, they'll create a beat, and then they'll give it to an artist, and they get paid up front for that, but they don't necessarily get paid anything else. So if the song blows up and it's a fucking major hit, they don't get anything off of that back end. Now that's how most of those contracts are structured. Now there are exceptions where you can say, well, in the contract, I want a piece of the back end, certain percentage is set, certain agreements are made, contract is signed, and then boom, you're obligated to get that royalty paid to you off of that said project moving forward for the lifespan of the said project, right? So it just depends. They pull out the warm butter on her. She definitely has Parquet, Country Crock. I can't believe it's not buttered. One of those brands. Yes, you can even argue and say Nintendo or Platinum Games has a brand of their own butter. I'm trying to figure out who's actually doing the fucking here. I don't think it's Nintendo, because Nintendo is just funding the money. They gave them the budget and said, hey, work with this budget. So whoever's in charge of that, I'm guessing the director, somewhere like that, is in charge of who do you want on this voice? Who do you want on these things? What are you willing to pay them? So it could have been an incident where they were trying to cut corners here, or maybe give somebody else more money, and they decided to cut somebody else's throat to get that done. You know what I mean? So I just think that's a lack of respect, in a sense, for this actress, from her being the voice of the character for the first 2 games. And she even admits to creating this voice. She said she came up with it on her own, the way the character is, the way the character talks, mannerisms, all these things. She came up with all that stuff. And even though this stuff is actually legal on paper, what they're doing, she says it's immoral at the same time, though. So that is a case. Everything can be done by the book and it can be legal, but there's also a morality issue that can be associated with these type of things and these type of moves. But they don't give a damn, because, hey, it's illegal on paper. So, hey, it is what it is. But we live in an age now where, we're in the court of public opinion on a lot of things. And so much so that I think the director, he was blocking people left and right who were coming in, leaving comments, especially people who were speaking English. There was something weird going on there. And then I think he eventually took down his fucking Twitter. He eventually took his Twitter down because he was tired of, I guess, people swarming him. Okay. That's something money cannot protect you from. That's something you cannot escape. If you're doing something that is unsavory, if you will, then people are going to come after you for that. So I don't know the ins and outs. I don't know the complete story. We know what she's told us, but I've learned a long time ago not to run with the first thing you hear from the first person. I'm not saying she's wrong, but I'm saying that I'd like to hear all of the stuff. And I'm sure sooner or later Nintendo's going to come out with a press release. Platinum Games is going to come out with some sort of press release. They're going to have to, because Nintendo does not like legal shit. They do not like dirt on their name. They're not going to deal with it. Okay, so they're probably talking to him like, what the fuck? You need to fix this. We need to clean this up, and we need to come out with something to give the people to calm them down for this game. And right before the game releases too. Okay, the game comes out on the 28th, so she definitely did it. She timed it correctly. Okay. And I think, like I said before, what got her upset was the fact that they created a story in their own to the public and saying that she's not the voice actor on this 3rd game because there were scheduling issues. And she's like, what? Fuck no. I'm going to set the record straight. I don't give a fuck about breaking this NDA, because I'm saving my name. I'm not going to let you lie on me and come out with that, because I'm wondering, why would she do that for no reason? I don't think she would have a reason to do that. So I don't know, man. I'm leaning towards her, but I'm also not going to make everyone else suffer or take away from them who worked on this project because they fucking did one person dirty. Okay. Which is a travesty in its own right. So I can still show my love for her, and I can still support everyone else who actually contributed to this game, and move on. That's how I choose to look at it, guys. You guys can do what you will. Like I said, most people, though, the crazy thing about this game is it's actually, since this news came out, made more people actually sign up for pre-orders. It kind of backfired in a sense. It made people curious. It got people wondering what the fuck is going on. What is this game? It's put extra eyes on the game, which people may have never even looked at it. And there's a lot of people who don't know about this franchise, straight up. And if you're into Devil May Cry and games like that, action RPG type games, crazy, zany, over the top action type stuff, you're going to fucking love Bayonetta. I'm telling you, you're definitely going to love it. And with little, it's mature, you know, it's got some sex appeal, definitely got some sex appeal. She is a sexy witch and she does a lot of sexy things, which I like about her. Her walk is sexy, everything. Yeah. She's an excellent character. She's dope. That's all I'm going to say. And like I said, I've been waiting for this game and I'm going to buy the game and I'm going to support the devs in this one. Okay. So I'll leave it at that. I don't know. I don't know what else to say about it, guys. I'm interested to see what you guys think. I'm wondering how many people are going to buy it, how many people actually pre-ordered and canceled it, how many people have it pre-ordered and just said, fuck it, I'm still playing it. Let's see. Most of the diehard fans of this female character, this game, they're not going anywhere. They're going to buy this game and they're going to try to show their support for the actress in other ways besides not buying this game, because there's other ways to do it. And I think that's just the wrong way to do it, to tell people don't buy this. Fuck everybody else, basically, because I got fucked. So pull out butter and I want you to spread the butter across the whole line. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I gotta put this butter back in the refrigerator. I'm not trying to fuck everyone. Okay. I don't want to mess them up. I don't want to mess their money up. Okay. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'll leave it there, man. Now we have to talk about another game. And we're talking about Gotham Knights. This game is another highly anticipated title from WB Games. And the shit hit the fan the other day when somebody came out. Finally, one of the devs came out. And the ironic thing about this whole thing is this dev really wasn't supposed to come out. At least they're making us think that. They're making us think that they weren't supposed to really divulge this information to us, but they were just going to do it. But I think this was a covert mission. Okay. By WB and the company, and they wanted to make it seem like it was leaked, but it was actually probably planned. All right. It's got to be. They're not that stupid. But basically what's going on, guys, is the game has been announced to only be 30 frames per second on current gen consoles, because it's not coming out for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, guys. Okay. It's only coming out for PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series S and X. This hurt a lot of people. I'm not going to lie. I was highly disappointed. I'm not going to lie. I was very disappointed. And I just automatically assumed, because we're dealing with current gen and I've been playing 60 frame per second games like a motherfucker. Okay. That I wouldn't have to worry about this game, but apparently you do. By the way the game was designed, that is the issue at hand here. What do I mean? Let's compare this game to a game like The Division. The Division is a multiplayer game, but you can play it solo if you want as well. The thing with The Division is you are tethered to your characters, to your partners, to your other friends that are playing the game. What I mean by tethered, I mean, if you stray too far from that character, it will fuck up the game. When you get through with missions and things of that nature, you leave the party most of the time. Same thing with other games that are in the same realm. Let's take another example. Elden Ring, for example. Elden Ring, you're tethered to your help. You're tethered to your friends online if they try to play with you. That's why if you notice when you play Elden Ring, you can't use horseback when you have somebody in your world with you. You can only move on foot. And if you stray too far away, you get kicked out. And if you finish a boss, every time you finish the boss, guess what happens? You go back to your own world. You get kicked out of the server. Okay. That is what that is. And Gotham Knights is a game where it is built as a single player game. So you could literally, when you buy the game, this is something I actually like. When you buy the game and you put it in and play it, you can play this offline. So if you have internet and your internet dies on you or whatever, you can still continue to play your story, continue to do your thing, and everything will be all good. Then when people come and you go online, you're not tethered. So if Sarah joins my game as Batgirl and I'm fucking Nightwing and I'm running through these Gotham streets, I could be on a whole nother fucking block in the game, miles and miles away. She can be somewhere else completely different. And we're not tethered. That she can go anywhere in my map that she wants and do whatever she fucking wants. That is what I mean by being untethered. So the way that they made this and put it together constitutes why, at least in their eyes, why they had to make the game 30 frames per second, because if they were to do it differently, it was going to fuck everything up. Okay. Now, maybe, like I said, there's hope for a future patch. And with all the flack that these guys are getting right now and all the bad press that they're getting, they're probably in their best interest to actually try to make or start working on a fucking patch for that 60 frames. Okay. Because there's really no excuse why these games should not be 60 frames. I mean, there's so many games that are 60 frames. Bayonetta fucking 3 is 60 frames. Okay. So there's no excuse for that, especially when you all you have to work on now is the fucking current gen consoles. You don't have the other consoles holding you back. So you're good. Some people are actually arguing, though, that one of the systems that are actually holding the future of this current gen back is the Xbox Series S, because it's the weakest one of them all. Now you can look at that way. I don't think so. I think it depends, especially if you're talking about third-party games. Third-party games, yeah, you may have some merit to that. Yeah, you may have some merit because either one or two things are going to happen. You're going to be able to find a way to make the shit optimize properly for that system and all systems, or you're going to have to fucking take it off the Series S or water it down severely on the Series S to get the same things, and you'll have it working, of course, better on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X. So we'll see, man. We'll definitely see. I still think that if all they had was the Xbox Series S and up, and they had the time to do it, that they would be able to. Because keep in mind, guys, this was supposed to be released on all consoles. They started initially working on this shit on all consoles. They hit that fucking wall and they figured, no, we can't do this. We can't make this. We can't finish it like this. So there's a lot of things that go into this. I still do see what they're saying as far as that's concerned, but there's still got to be something done about this. Now, am I going to buy the game? Am I, going to cancel my pre-order? No, I am not going to cancel my pre-order on this game. I've been so hyped for this game for so long. I cannot. I'm a Nightwing fan, man. I love Batman is my guy, but man, Nightwing is right there, right up under him. Okay. And I fucking love Nightwing. So and I fuck with Batgirl too. So I have to play this. Okay. I have to fucking play this, and I'm not going to let 30 frames fuck me out of playing this game. All right. Day one, I'm still going to play it. And some people are saying, no, fuck it, I'm done. They're mad, and I understand that. $70. Okay. $70 for a game that can't even get fucking 60 frames. I understand that. I really fucking do. So I'm not mad at anybody. I mean, I don't feel any type of way about anybody who chooses not to play this if they don't want to. But you're going to get the diehards. You're going to get the comic nerds. You're going to get those people who've been looking for a game like this, who are still going to play this. This game is still going to have a lot of sales day one, and you're going to see it. You're going to witness it. And I think they're going to support this game. I think it has a lot of potential. Even with this shit, I still think it has potential. They're going to have a DLC in November coming out, a free DLC, which is sort of like a horde mode. In essence, you get 4 players together. You get this mode, and it's like 30 floors, 30 levels. Okay. And the goal is to get to the 30th floor. I don't know what they're going to give you for that. Maybe there's some sort of going to be some new gear, some stuff like that. I'm assuming that's what it's got to be, and I think it's going to be fun. So I'm into that. It's free. It's going to be free update. So yeah, I'm down for that. And let's see what else they bring to the game, man. I'm one of those guys where I've seen enough to know that I'm going to buy the game. No matter what they tell me, I'm going to buy the game. I want to figure it out. I want to play it for myself. There's lots of options, I feel, with the characters. So you can go between characters. I'm very interested in the story. That's one of the main things I really, really want to know about. That Batman in his world is dead, and how are the characters going to cope? What's going to happen? I mean, what is going to become of them when they decide to take up that mantle? I've always wanted a story like this. I've always wanted a story where Batman was gone. I mean, you can kind of parallel this to a Dragon Ball story. Like, what if Goku died early, and there were fan made comics where that actually happened, and there were no Saiyans, and only people were left were like the Z fighters. Okay. And they had to fucking cope and figure it out, and it was a tragic end. They actually ended up dying, but I loved the synopsis of the story. I loved where they took it. It was realistic, and I'm anxious to see what this is going to be about. one man dies and four more people return in its place. In essence, it may be even better because I think four characters, Batman it can only be in one place at one time. You got four times this now. Of course, they're not going to never be Batman. Batman is, if you want to compare them together, each of these characters, Batman's going to win every time, most likely. He's the numero uno, but, you still got everybody trained. You still got everybody who is worthy. If Batman is choosing you to join him, then you're fucking worthy. Okay. You've done what you needed to do to get out here and run around in these streets. So you got four characters like this. They all got their own, pluses and minuses. And I think, that is a cool take on this universe if they're doing that. And I think they have a better chance of holding shit down. It's more of them and they can kind of, the way during the day they go in and they fucking assess the situation. They look at what's going on, and then at night they put on their shit and they go out in these streets. So I'm like I said, I'm a fan. So I'm biased. Call me what you want to call me. I'm playing it. I'm buying it. And, that's where I stand on it. If you don't, that's your prerogative as well. And I think a lot of people that are talking shit are still going to end up buying it. They're not going to be left out. Okay. They still want to play this. Okay. But there are going to be some who are going to be, going to draw the line and they're just going to say, fuck it. And I respect that. I respect anybody's decision to do what they want to do in their world and the games they choose to play. And I would never hate anyone on their decisions and having their own reasons for that. That's just what it is. But I'm just talking about this guy right here. Okay. Nightwing will be controlled by me and he will be out here in Gotham, out here in these digital streets. So take it how you want to take it. I've even done a video on it. Go check it out on Random Gameplay Pimping on YouTube. Guys, definitely show some love to that channel. If you, enjoy the podcast and you want to show more love and support, check that out. I'm going to be doing more content with that channel moving forward. I'm going to be doing more discussion videos on that channel. I'm going to be updating the channel, just doing more things with it. I'm going to try to do some streams on that channel. I may even stream this game, okay, on that channel. So be looking out for that. And yeah, man, that's how I feel about it, guys. I don't know. I'm curious on how you guys, on my listeners, feel. I would love to get a feel for the room on what you guys feel about this game. The ones who are going to buy it. Now, to keep in mind, there's a lot of players who aren't even checking for this game. This is one of the games that fall up under some people's radar and say, oh, this is a game that, I was never interested in this game. And that's fine, too. There's so many games. So we don't all love the same genres. And there's going to be people who play certain ones. And that's fine, too, But the ones who are interested in this game, the ones who thought about it, the ones who are going to buy it, I'm very interested in to see how you guys would handle that, how you would look at that. I don't know. We'll see. Give me a shout out. Tell me how you feel. We can talk about it. A lot of drama, man. A lot of drama right now. I will say this. At least they gave it to us in a proper amount of time. No one can say that, hey, guys, you just waited till the game came out and now you want to hit us with this. We had to find out this way. No. The game comes out in less than a week, so you have plenty of time to cancel your pre-orders, plenty of time to take your money off the table and walk away, plenty of time to take that butter if you feel it's being used on you and throw it out of your car as you're driving by or just make it disappear like a magic trick. There's so many things you can do. So you don't have to buy it. You're not getting bamboozled. Did I think it was fucked up that they waited this long to say something? You goddamn right I did, because in my opinion, I think they should have said something about it when they first let everybody know that it's not coming out for PlayStation 4 and it's not coming out for the Xbox One. I think then was the perfect time, but that would have been a fucking heavy blow. They tell everybody that and then they backdoor it with the current gen people and say, and it's not going to have 60 frames. That is definitely a double whammy. So they knew what the fuck they were doing. I believe this shit was planned. I believe this was an intricate plan, plot, whatever you want to call it. I think this was all doctored up. Okay. And the quote unquote leak, I don't believe in leaks anymore, especially this day and age. I believe that things are purposely put out there and they put that leak category on it. That's what I feel. Okay, they wanted to kind of play pussy a little bit, and they didn't want to fucking man up and face the music, so to speak. So, and then they hit us with that. Oh yeah, in November we're gonna have this DLC, And I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I'm a little bit. They got me. They bedazzled me because those suits. If you guys haven't seen those trailers with those fucking suits that are coming out, all the fucking choices that you have for your character, I mean, there's some fucking sick ass suits. I mean, some ridiculous suits. All the suits that I've wanted. I just want, that original, Batman Hush suit that, that Nightwing had, and they have it. Okay. All the suits that are there. Okay. And then some. They even have a fucking Batman Beyond suit for each character. I mean, ooh, the drip is real. The drip is fucking real. And I have to say, the two drippiest characters, in my opinion, are Robin and fucking Batgirl, man. They got the fucking sickest drip, if I'm being honest. Everybody has something to choose from, trust me, but that drip they got is on another plateau. Okay. Yeah, definitely crazy. Now I wonder if Damian is going to come to the game. I'm really interested, man, because he is definitely part of the Bat family. I don't know what's going on with that. I would like to see him in a DLC or something. I don't know, but who knows? Maybe we'll see it. Maybe we won't. I think they should definitely add him to the game as DLC or something. That'd be cool. Definitely be cool with the black suit, the one where he's on his own now, technically where he's not wearing the Robin colors. I think that would be excelente. Excelente. I'm buying the game, guys. And that's it. And that's all. Moving on to the last section at hand. I'm going to talk a little bit about this Holloween Ends movie. Me and my son saw the movie. Okay. He didn't want to go to the theater. He changed his mind at the last minute. And he decided he wanted to just eat snacks and pig out on the couch and watch it on Peacock. So I went ahead and resubscribed to Peacock to get this. I guess that we can watch some wrestling again now because, Peacock is back in effect, and see what else they got going on in there. And we watched the movie, man. And I have to say, what do I give this movie? What grade did I give this movie? I gave it, to be honest with you, I gave it a 7 out of 10. It was a decent movie, but a lot of people would say for the wrong reasons. And that can definitely be argued, guys. I'm going to be talking about some spoilage here. So if you haven't seen the movie, guys, you can probably end the podcast now. But anyway, I liked what they did with him, and I didn't like what they did with him. What do you mean by that? His screen time was like super low. Okay, I think he may have had about 10 minutes of screen time in this fucking movie. I am not lying, guys. Okay, that's being generous. About 10 minutes. I'm saying if I had to really wear it down, maybe like 7 minutes, some shit like that. It wasn't a lot. Okay, that's what a lot of people are bitching about. This is supposed to be Halloween Ends, and you motherfuckers gave Michael 7.3 minutes of this fucking movie. And the reason why I say I fuck with it in the same sentence is because he was dying. The events that happened in the last movie fucked him up really bad. He got fucked up. He got weakened. And you got to keep in mind, this motherfucker is like 70 years old now. So Michael's age is starting to particulate. That's a made up word, but he's starting to fucking, break down. Okay. His body was betraying him in every way you could imagine. And he disappeared. He fucking faded away in Haddonfield, and nobody's seen him in 4 years. And he was just literally dying, living in a sewer, slowly dying. He's losing his strength to a certain degree. That was him. He was a withered version. And this boy who he became fascinated with, who he didn't kill, which was surprising, he let live, began to develop though a lot of those traits that Michael had, okay, as far as being bullied and pushed around and all these things, and finally erupting and starting to kill people. A lot of people he killed it was almost like he was in his right to do it to a certain degree. He started to become attached to it, and it started to become a part of him, and shit was getting out of hand. And Jamie Lee Curtis saw that, okay? Laurie Strode saw that in this boy, because he was also dating her granddaughter, which she actually initiated it first, because this was before he started getting into these things and he started to change. And, she just knew Michael so well that she could see this shit forming in this kid, and she tried to stop it. And it became a rift between her and her grandmother, and they got into it and all these things. And then Michael ended up, killing the kid anyway, because he turned on Michael and thought he could just do whatever. I don't understand why motherfuckers were still in Haddonfield though. Okay. Think about it. Michael in the last movie killed a fucking mob of people. All right. Then disappeared and reappeared and killed Laurie's daughter. Then disappeared. If that was me and I was in that fucking town, I'm out. Okay. I'm getting the fuck out of Haddonfield. Period. What? This motherfucker killed a mob of people and he disappeared? I'm gone. I'm out. but everybody stayed in Haddonfield. Okay. And as a result, I'm going to watch it again. I'm definitely going to watch. I'm going to probably watch it again tonight. I'll double back on it. I want to watch it again. And there's probably some things I may have missed, but I'm definitely going to watch it again. Because watching it with my son, yeah, we watched it. But, you know, he talks a lot. He loves to talk during movies, man. I had to tell him quite a few times. He's so smart. He thinks he knows everything. But anyway, we're both horror buffs. So that's cool. I'm going to watch it again. But still, this is what I gathered from the movie, guys. They did what they should have done in the very first movie. They got together. All the townsfolk finally got with Michael, got his ass captured. They pinned him to a fucking car. All right. They drove to like this junkyard area and they put him in this fucking, looks like a tree grinder or some shit like that. They chewed his ass up. You literally saw him be placed in there and chewed the fuck up right there. And Laura made sure, okay, Laura made sure his ass got chewed up and on the spot. And then the credits basically rolled. Okay. They got him out of there. Like the sheriff, everybody was like, nah, we're doing this. And I'm gonna look another way. We getting rid of this motherfucker. Okay. They put him in there and they tore his ass up. They grind him up. So he's not coming back. There's no way. His body is mush, jello. That's what it is. Okay. And it ended. If I'm that mob in the last movie, yes, I'm doing that. He would have got beaten into mush then. Okay. There would be no coming back and all that. So, but they beat him down to a bloody pulp. And I think, you know, he got shot a couple times, all these things. So and then combine that with his age and his body starting to betray him. Then you got a Michael Myers living in the sewer, clinging on to life. And he got inspired again. That kid has actually inspired him to come back in a sense and get his killer instinct back, so to speak. So that's what happened. And then Laurie was like, no, I'm getting rid of this motherfucker before this shit gets out of hand again. It's not happening. You know, the whole time I'm thinking she's going to die or they're going to kill each other or something like that. But no, she got him out of there with the help of the city, the help of the town. He got his ass out of there. So I thought it was a pretty decent movie. I felt Michael could have some more screen time. And I'm looking forward to the next universe, because this is not the end of Michael Myers. This is the end of her journey. The final girl is what they call her. Laurie Strode's her fucking universe in this. Her chapter is closed. So in her universe where she exists, Michael is dead. Okay, so think of it like a comic book. Think of it like that, where there's multiple universes where Batman is different. He's maybe played in this universe by another character, and different scenarios where other characters' mainstays are dead or not there. Kind of like this game, Gotham Knights. In this universe, Batman is dead, and the only ones left are these guys. Okay, I mean they got Tim Drake in there, but I just knew that they were gonna have, instead of Tim Drake, there was gonna be Damian, but I guess they chose to do it another way. Maybe because he's a child. I don't know. We'll see what they do. We'll see what they do in the future. But that's what we're at right now. And so that's where we at in the Holloween Ends movie. I think the director was saying that this is probably not going to be the last time we see Michael. It'll be another person who gets the license and they'll concoct a new universe for him. And we'll see where that goes. You know, maybe another original or something like that. I have no clue with some changes. That's my favorite hack and slash character. Like, you know, you got Jason Voorhees, you got Freddy Krueger, you know, the main ones, the powerhouses of those 80s and 90s type of movies, you know, and through all the generations. So Michael Myers is mine. I'm looking at him now. I got him over here on my shelf. He's kind of like in the back staring down at Captain America, in the back of Captain America's neck right now, you know, looking like he's got his head tilted to the side like he's about to take his ass out. So, you know what I mean? So, yeah. There'll never be another Michael Myers, man. There'll never be another fucking Michael Myers. I just don't think there's anyone better. And that's where I feel, and that's where I'm at. And on that note, I want to thank everybody for listening to the podcast, baby. I want to thank everybody for downloading, streaming, whatever. However you consume the podcast, thank you very much. We do this every Monday, like I said before. Same bad time, same bad channel. I want to encourage everybody to show love, and I want to thank everybody for listening. If you want to show more, a little bit extra, you can do that by going to studiomacgyver.com. You can get some merch. You can do some things there, get you a hoodie, whatever. Okay. If not, you can also check out dragonballdrip.com and you can buy something there. All things bought and paid for will go towards helping out the show. Okay. And hey, check out the YouTube channel as well. Random Gameplay Pimpin' on YouTube. Check them out. Subscribe to that channel, guys, where you can get discussion videos and you can get other stuff from me, Studio MacGyver, on that channel. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to get out of here, guys. I want to thank everybody for listening for the last time. I love you guys dearly. I'm out. This is your boy, Studio MacGyver, and you have been listening to Random Gameplay Pimpin'. Peace.